Parisian Elegance, sensory interior styling for a refined home. Welcome back to the interior design. Imagine opening the door to a small apartment, barely wide enough for two people to stand side by side, yet it feels like stepping into a quiet Parisian morning. This is not about square meters, it's about atmosphere. In this home, elegance is not loud. It whispers through texture, light, and the subtle choreography of objects placed with intention. A cramped apartment can easily feel restrictive, but Parisian-inspired interiors teach us the opposite lesson. Limitation creates poetry. When space is scarce, every detail matters more. Every chair, every lamp, every fabric choice must justify its existence. This transforms decorating from filling space into curating, a sensory story where nothing feels accidental or excess. Before we even look closely, we sense the room. The air feels calm. Soft daylight slides through sheer curtains diffused like watercolor. The room smells faintly of linen and wood polish. Sensory styling means designing for more than the eyes. It's about how a room feels when you stand still and simply breathe. In Parisian interiors, light is never just functional, it's emotional. In a small apartment, this becomes crucial. Instead of heavy window treatments, we use airy fabrics that allow daylight to bounce around. Mirrors are positioned not as decoration, but as light amplifiers, turning one window into the illusion of two or three. The walls are not overloaded, yet they are not empty. A single frame sketch, perhaps slightly imperfect, leans rather than hangs. Parisian style embraces casual refinement. In small spaces, this prevents visual clutter while keeping personality alive. Each wall becomes a pause in a conversation, not a shout competing for attention. Cream, warm gray, muted beige. These tones do not shrink a room, they expand it. They act like visual silence, allowing architectural details and textures to speak. In a compact apartment, strong colors can feel like walls closing in. Soft neutrals create breathing room, making even tight corners feel gentle rather than confined. You don't need a large sofa to feel luxurious. A smaller seat wrapped in rich fabric can feel more indulgent than a bulky piece. Velvet, linen, wool, these materials invite touch. In sensory styling, the hand is just as important as the eye. Texture adds depth without stealing physical space. Parisian interiors often mix old and new. In a small apartment, this prevents the room from feeling like a showroom. A slightly worn wooden table brings warmth and history. Imperfections create comfort. They tell us this is a lived-in home, not a staged box, which makes the space emotionally larger. Leggy furniture, chairs and tables lifted off the floor, allows the eye to travel underneath. This visual continuity tricks the brain into reading the room as more spacious. Heavy floor-hugging pieces stop the gaze and make a small apartment feel heavier. Air beneath furniture equals air in the room. Hard surfaces can make a small apartment echo, which subconsciously feels cold. A soft rug, fabric curtains, and upholstered furniture absorb sound, creating acoustic warmth. Parisian elegance is quiet elegance. When a room sounds softer, it feels calmer, more intimate, and surprisingly more spacious emotionally. One of the hardest lessons in small living is restraint. Empty space is not wasted space. It's a visual exhale. Parisian-inspired interiors respect pauses between objects. That empty section of wall or that clear tabletop surface allows the eye to rest, which keeps the room from feeling crowded. Even in a cramped apartment, a small round table can become the heart of the home. Its curves soften tight layouts and make movement easier. It's where coffee becomes ritual, not routine. Parisian styling celebrates daily life. The table is not just furniture, it's a stage for moments. A single overhead light flattens a room. Instead, we layer light. A wall sconce, a small table lamp, maybe a candle. This creates pockets of glow rather than uniform brightness. In a small space, layered lighting adds depth, making the room feel like it has corners of intimacy rather than one exposed box. Curtains hung high and wide make windows look larger. When they gently touch the floor, they add vertical elegance. This is a classic Parisian trick. Height draws the eye upward, distracting from the limited floor area and giving the apartment a sense of architectural grace. draped over a chair, slightly undone, suggests comfort and movement. Linen bedding with soft creases looks inviting, not stiff. Sensory styling values how fabric behaves. The room feels alive, not frozen, which makes even a small bedroom feel like a retreat rather than a sleeping corner. Parisian Elegance engages smell too. A subtle candle with notes of wood or citrus can change the perception of a room. In small apartments, strong artificial scents can feel overwhelming. Soft, natural aromas enhance the experience without crowding the senses. A small stack of books on a side table adds height variation and intellectual warmth. They aren't just decor, they hint at personality. In educational interior storytelling, books symbolize thought and curiosity, perfect for making your space feel lived in and meaningful. Not everything must align perfectly. A slightly off-center frame or a casually placed vase adds humanity. Parisian interiors resist rigid symmetry. In small apartments, this prevents the space from feeling staged and tense, making it more emotionally spacious. Mirrors don't just reflect, they expand. Placing one opposite a window multiplies light and scenery. It's a design illusion that feels almost magical in tight spaces, turning a small room into one that seems layered and dimensional. Good styling considers how we walk. Clear pathways prevent that cramped feeling. Parisian elegance values flow. Nothing blocks natural movement. This physical ease translates into psychological comfort. A carved wooden chair next to a plush cushion creates contrast. Hard meets soft. This balance keeps the room dynamic, not flat. Sensory design thrives on contrast that is gentle, not shocking. A small framed photo or a ceramic piece from a market trip tells a story. These details make the home personal, not generic. Emotional connection makes a small space feel expansive. A single plant can change a room's energy. Greenery introduces life and softness, breaking the rigidity of walls and corners. Repeating tones and materials throughout the apartment creates unity. This prevents visual chaos, which can make small spaces feel stressful. Parisian-inspired interiors celebrate slow rituals. Reading, sipping coffee, writing. The design supports these moments. Even a small nook can become a reading spot with the right chair and light. Removing items can improve a room more than adding. Elegance is sensed, not displayed. When sensory elements align, the apartment feels alive. Parisian Elegance proves that refinement is not about size, but about sensitivity. In a small apartment, every choice shapes how we see, hear, touch, and feel. When we design for the senses, cramped becomes cozy, and limited becomes luxurious.